JFK 40 years, 40 people, 40 stories. On News Talk 820 WBAP.
79-year-old Malcolm Summers still has the mailing business he had 40 years ago. On November 22nd, 1963, he drove down to the old downtown post office to drop off some mail. Knowing the presidential motorcade was nearby, the Republican who voted for Kennedy walked over to Elm Street and stood right here, opposite the grassy knoll. He heard the shots, the first louder than the next, and so on.
I thought someone had threw a firecracker down on the ground just to be smart. But then they came, the procession kept coming, and then the second and the third shot rang out. Well, I knew it was being shot at. I knew that was what was happening.
And then
the car got right beside me where I was at, and it actually stopped momentarily. And I heard Jackie Kennedy say, "Oh, God, no, no." And I heard John Connolly say, "They're going to shoot us all."
Summers, who can be seen in the Zapruder film, crossed over here to the grassy knoll. That's when he and several others started running to the railroad tracks, thinking the shooter was there. Summers then ran into the Secret Service agent, who never was.
There was a gentleman in a suit and a hat and tie, and he had a gun over his raincoat. I could only see the barrel of it. It was just, and he said, "Y'all better not come up here." And he wasn't only talking to me; it was other people running there. You can get shot.
Summers later learned that there was no such federal agent that day. Weeks after the assassination, Summers became the target of telephone threats. Most assumed that's why he remained a silent eyewitness.
Which wasn't the case at all. Was not even a factor.
Malcolm Summers just didn't want to be bothered, but thanks to the urgings of his son, he says he realized the historical significance and importance of his trip to the post office 40 years ago. For JFK 40, I'm Ellie Hogue, WBAP 24-Hour News.
Listen for JFK 40, The Lost Kennedy Tapes, Saturday, November 22nd on News Talk 820 WBAP.